Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about flags and tracing because this is an interesting story that I think you guys would love. So, as you guys know, the Spider-Man PC remastered edition has came out, and it already got mods and everything, and people are already getting real crazy with the game or whatever. So apparently a modder decided to change the LGBT pride flag to the American flag. Really wasn't a big deal or anything, right? Nobody really paid attention to it until somebody posted on a sharing site for people to download it, right? And then it got picked up by news media or whatever. And of course, because everything's got to be homophobia or whatever, they banned the modder. And then they said, if you don't like it, then don't come to this site neither. Okay, great. That's one thing. You're gonna take the side of your least dominant modders just because you want to, have a virtue signal in moment, right? You know me, I think it's all stupid anyway, but I feel like, okay, if companies want to promote that in their games or whatever, sure, that's fine. But once I pay for it, and if I feel like modding it, or editing whatever I brought, is my stuff. So yeah, I am allowed to mod it, that because it's on my PC, right? I should have that right. Just like if I don't like the costumes they got, guess what? I can just create some and mod it into the game, so I don't have to look at some of the ugly costumes that they decide to pick for Peter Parker, right? That's fair, right? But apparently it's not. Apparently it's homophobia. Of course it is. That's y'all ran that word to the ground so much that it's lost its meaning. It's lost its luster. Look, not everyone's going to agree with everybody, and not everybody's going to agree with everyone's sexuality, but you're putting in a game that's supposed to be promoted to everyone. Look, not everyone wants to see it. It does not matter if a company wants to support. That's fine. You support them on your time, on your dime, not on everybody else's dime or asking everybody to play it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, or asking everybody to pay for it, because that's not something you should have put in there, And then to get mad that somebody modded the flag back to the United States flag, which is what was already in the game. That's crazy. And now, of course, it's all, sexism and homophobia, the same bullshit that we hear day in and day out. It gets so damn tiring. You know what? Fuck it. Who cares? Sure does. Don't want to see it. Don't want to see it. Obviously, because y'all drive people up the wall every month with this bull crap. It is every damn month that a character's coming out the closet, or it's some LGBT bull crap being forced on people just for the hell of it. Y'all have exhausted people's, approval of this stuff. Like, you can't keep saying everything homophobia, or if I don't agree, something's wrong with me, blah 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 blah. But then you want me, but you still want people to accommodate and support. No, that's not how this works. You said you want people to accept you, right? Okay, great. But guess what? Not everybody's going to accept everything or whatever. And that's just like, okay, people of color, right? Black, Asian, Hispanic, whatever you want, whatever other race, gender, all that bullcrap, right? You see how the shows and stuff aren't trying to accommodate for, diverse. Yeah, they'll race swap a character every once in a while, and even then, that's getting annoying too. But when it comes to, like, you got a month that at this point doesn't even stay as a month anymore. It is literally, they're forcing you to like it, and if you don't like it, something's wrong with you. This stuff has got to stop. You can't attack somebody who don't believe in it or don't want to see it. Just like, because at this point, you want to do the whole phobia thing. Well, then you're being heterophobic. Yeah. Oh, you don't like that word, right? You're being phobic to straight people. How about that? Yeah, because you think that somebody's supposed to automatically be allied to you, or somebody's supposed to automatically make things for you. No, that's not how this works. It is a Spider-Man game. And everybody want to be like, well, in the real, no, you're not allowed to try to do it in the real world, because I be out in the damn real world, and I can tell you one damn thing. I don't see them. Not hardly. It is a blink and you miss it moment for a flag, a LGBT flag. I don't even see that. I barely see Black Lives Matter flags. You know what I'm saying? The only flag I see constantly is the United States flag, honestly. Because, like it or not, a lot of citizens are very conservative, and a lot of citizens love the American flag. You can get mad all you want to. But I know another thing is people want to be like, well, what does this have to do with tracing? So, of course, you know me, I make my little comment about, wow, that's, pretty wrong of the company to ban the modder for changing the flag back to the United States flag, because also we find out the modeler is also in a country that don't approve of LGBT, and he uses the tools that the company themselves gave you to change it back. So it's kind of weird. Like, oh, it's virtue signal here in the United States, but then in other countries, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy as hell, That is crazy as hell. And then what I mean about the whole tracing thing, so I guess somebody was trying to do a one-up on me, was like, and that's why you trace your artwork. And I was like, is that supposed to be a comeback? Like, what the hell does that have to do with this? Because you have hatred for the LGBT community, so that means you'd be tracing. No, I don't be tracing. I like how you make that assumption. Well, if you don't trace, how come the picture that you drew of Kyle Rayner looks like the picture from the comics? Because I looked at the damn picture and drew it. What? Like, or how come you drew Goku at the end of GT? Because I looked at the image and I liked the pose that Goku had at the end of GT, and I decided to draw Goku from that pose. Like, what the hell is that? What does that have to correlate to LGBT, the pride flag, and modding it into a Spider-Man game? You say that, but I just looked you up on Google, and I saw your artwork, and then he kept listing other work that I've done that looks like the picture that I literally looked at to draw, because I wanted to draw that pose. Like, what are we trying to do a comeuppance? There are videos of me drawing stuff. It's not like people don't see me draw my work, Most of my work is done traditionally, and then I ink over and then I color it, What are you talking about? Trace. And it's just kind of funny when people try to use that as a one-up or whatever. Like, that's not something to discuss. And that's another thing. That's what people like to do. They like to try to hit you below the belt when it comes to you criticizing something. So you're going to try to defend a multi-billion-dollar company from people who don't agree with them banning someone from modding something that was already in the game, that should have stayed in the game, instead of virtue signaling to the smallest minutia of people. Make that make sense. And you think this helps your case. Anytime you ban somebody because they don't agree with the LGBT stuff, you are not helping the LGBT cause at all. You are seeding more hate. You're seeding more annoyance, because you're asking people to be okay with something in the game that some people aren't. You have to respect other people's wishes, because if that's the case, then I should push Christianity on everything. That means the Lord Jesus Christ. There needs to be Bible scriptures. There need to be churches in every damn movie, show, children's cartoon, comic book, and everything. No, that shit would get aggravating. And at a time, it kind of did happen. And guess what? They kind of stopped. They respected people's wishes or whatever. You have to understand, you have to respect people's wishes. And not everything is homophobia, and not everything is racist, or not everything is hatred. Sometimes people just don't want to see that shit. You can't make somebody like something. You know what I mean? It's just like a food item. If I don't like blueberries, for instance, And yet every company in the world keeps pushing and promoting blueberries on me. So what, I'm blueberry phobic or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Or if I say, hey, I don't really like blueberries. Oh, so what? You hate all berries? No, I just don't like blueberries. You get what I'm saying? And then every time I open up something that I like, blueberries. Even though I respectfully said I do not like blueberries. You get what I'm saying? You can't force people to accommodate to your wants and your whims and your needs. That's a small minute. Guess what? If you want to mod the LGBT flag into a game or something like that, that's fine. But do not expect everyone, especially the majority, to be okay with the LGBT flag front and center in their face. Yes, it might be a small thing, but for the company to go out, have Spider-Man swing next to a building that has rainbow flags on it and the LGBT flag, and then be like, we got Spider-Man standing up for LGBT rights. That is propaganda. That is an agenda. You cannot get mad that somebody do not want that shit, especially when you're trying to promote it around the world. It's funny, you'll promote it and force it down people's faces here in in North America, but then when you go over to other countries that said hell no in a body bag, y'all quick to be, yes, a master, we'll change it. That shit don't make no sense. Stop forcing the shit down people's throats and stop trying to attack somebody because they don't agree with your opinions about LGBT stuff. Not everybody's going to like LGBT stuff. Just like not everyone's going to like black people. Not everyone's going to like Asian. Not everyone's going to like Latinos. It is what it is. We can't force people to like stuff. As long as they respect us, that's fine. But the respect has to be earned. It cannot be forced. And that is what's happening. But it's just kind of crazy how me talking about the LGBT flag and Spider-Man got people accusing me of tracing my artwork. That is the most funniest thing ever, because it's just like, right, so you've never been on my page. You're criticizing my artwork because I'm criticizing LGBT stuff. And now you want to accuse me of doing something when you don't even be on my page. So you come on my page just to look at it, just so you can make a statement back at me. Make that shit make sense. Because it don't make sense. But all right. It is what it is. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.